What's up, guys? Welcome back to Doc's Pop Reviews. I just finished watching the pilot episode of Young Rock. If you have ever checked out some of my videos, you know that I am a huge fan of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I've got his Funko Pops, I've got other action figures, I've read his book. I like Project Rock, and Under Armour, so huge fan. So I got excited when they said they were going to release a TV show called Young Rock, get to dive a little bit more into Dwayne Johnson's life. I'm going to try to do this spoiler free as much as possible, but if I do spoil it, I apologize. But check the show out for yourself and then come back and watch this review. But anyway, I'm going to start with what I hope they fix and basically what I kind of don't like. For me, they started off the episode with The Rock is running for president. It's the year 2032. And I know that's kind of a gag, and they've talked about that in the past. The Rock running for president, all this kind of stuff. I guess that's why they wrote it in. And Randall Park is interviewing him, and so he tells it from that perspective. I remember watching a show called Fresh Off the Boat, and the Young Rock has very much that Fresh Off the Boat, the Goldbergs feel, but instead of following the kid year after year, we get to follow The Rock in three different stages of his life all at the same time. I remember back to Fresh Off the Boat. Fresh Off the Boat had a voiceover for season 1, and then when season 2 came along, they did away with that. I hope Young Rock does the same thing. I don't mind the voiceover from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but it's the president thing. It's him running for president. It's just, I don't know. Everything being so political now these days, it's just kind of like, let's watch something to escape reality, from politics. I'm just not a big politics guy. I'll just say it that. And so I kind of hope that they do away with that part and we just get to see the Young Rock part. On the plus side, I like all three actors that play The Rock. I like the youngest kid, the 15-year-old kid, and the college student kid. I think all three, in just a short, 20 to 30 minute episode, all three had their time to shine. And I think that was really awesome. I also surprisingly saw a little bit of drama in this. From the trailer, it really gave me a feel like this was just going to be straight comedy, but it's not. There's some heart here. And again, it's only the pilot episode. And I kind of feel like we're going to see more of that heart and that drama as we continue, or at least I hope to see more. I hope they stay true to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's story. I really like what they did with Dwayne's father, Rocky "Soul Man" Johnson. He looked up to him as a superhero, and the memory of him shows him as a loving but flawed father. And so far, same thing as a husband. They show him as a loving but flawed husband. And I think a lot of us go through that, especially, for me, same thing, grow up, you look back on your life with your dad and you say, hey, my dad, if you're fortunate enough to grow up with him, you look at him and say, my dad is a superhero. But as an adult, you look back and say, wow, he was my superhero, but he was very flawed. And we all make mistakes, and I think that was very cool how NBC handled that. They didn't just show him as, oh man, he's making mistake after mistake after mistake, and he's just a horrible father. It was more, he loves his son, he wants what's best for his son, but he messes up, he makes mistakes, and I also like how they show The Rock, trying to get his priorities in order, but also making mistakes. So far, pilot episode I thought was really good. I'm gonna check out next week's episode. I highly encourage you guys to do the same and see what you think. Gather your own thoughts. If you already watched the pilot, leave your comments down below. What did you like? What didn't you like? And for the pilot episode of Young Rock, I'm gonna give it a B minus. Join me next week as I'm going to give each episode its own grade. If you think it should be lower or you think it should be higher, again, leave your comments down below. Make sure to be kind and have a great day, guys.